Well, one more time, Dave, here at the PartsVu workbench. You know, normally we talk about rigs and techniques in regards to fishing, but this week, you know, it's important. We're getting ready to go into the fall season. A lot of guys going into the woods, go hunting.
Correct.
And their boats are going to sit up for a little while, so.
You want to make sure that when you get back to fishing that you get in the boat and try to start it up, it does that. It starts up.
So winterizing it is really critical.
You know, the proper storage, you know, it's the key to avoid any engine damage and, you know, to facilitate that smooth cranking, you know, when you get back into the boat. First thing you need to do is you need to flush the engine real well. You got a nice flush kit there. First of all, if you call PartsVu before you start this whole process, you give them your VIN number on your outboard.
Yeah.
Boom, they send you everything that you need to winterize that motor, or just for tune-ups, whatever. You give them your number, boom, they send it to you. So first off, you want to flush that engine really good. You can use some salt away if you want, or just regular water. Just make sure you run some good fresh water through there, get all the debris out and all that stuff. Next, you want to stabilize your fuel system, and that Yamalube fuel stabilizer and conditioner plus, you know, it prevents the gumming and the varnish and keeps the corrosion down as well. And then you got some ring-free plus there that improves your power and your motor's efficiency. You want to make sure that you get some of that into your fuel system.
Right.
Next, you know, you want to go ahead and fog your engine. And this stuff here, you know, you can use this to fog up, you know, your carburetors and whatnot.
Motors.
Pretty much clean all your carburetors and spray that stuff inside there. Next, if you want to go even further, is you get some of the fogging oil, and you mix a quart of that fogging oil with 2 gallons of gas. You know, get you a little.
For bigger motors, 3.
Yeah,
right.
Get you a little fuel tank, fill it up, put that in there. You run your motor for 10 or 15 minutes on a fast idle, and as soon as you start seeing that smoke coming out, then that's the time you've fogged the motor. It's fogged completely at that point. So what you've done is you've coated the inside of that motor with a nice little film of that fogging oil. Right. And it keeps things nice and clean.
So while it's sitting, we're eliminating corrosion from inside of the motor.
From air, from humidity.
Right. And you know, it's one thing to wash the motor by rinsing it, as you say, but by putting the oils on the inside when the motor's not being used, then you're preventing the corrosion.
Correct.
Affecting the metals.
Correct. Next, you can change your spark plugs out. You know, they send you all your plugs that you need for your motor. And this just will help you, again, when you go to start that motor up, and with a nice new fresh set of plugs, you'll be ready for the next
And the key, guys,
season.
is it all starts with the kit by calling PartsVu and giving them what you're looking for.
You also want to change your lower unit gear oil, which, you know, it sounds kind of like a difficult thing, but it's really super easy. You get a kit that comes with your gear oil.
Right.
You just drain.
This goes into there.
Yeah, just undo a couple of plugs, let it all drain out, put the plug back in, put this thing on there in your fill hole, and you just pump it until the gear oil starts leaking out of that top.
Because this attaches to the bottom.
That's right, and it fills it all the way up to the top, and you put your plug back in, and you're ready to go.
All right. So,
and the last but not least thing that you need to do is you need to disconnect your battery, because you don't want your battery sitting there, you know, especially if you're putting the boat up someplace. You don't want your battery sitting there powering all this stuff on the boat. That an electrical system failure can happen, and then, you know, maybe burn up your boat.
And I also think, this is from my experience.
It's better for your batteries too.
It's really, from my experiences having a boat that sits in the Bahamas for 6 months, disconnect the fuel and run the motor out of fuel. If you have an old 2-stroke or a carbureted motor, keep pushing the choke at a fast idle to make sure that you get all of the oil out and all of the fuel out of the carburetors. Very important, guys. Yeah. I've never had to do a carburetor job on my 2-stroke over there because I always run the fuel out, so then my high-speed jets don't get clogged. But PartsVu has the ability to answer all these questions for individual cases.
And right now, if you go to PartsVu.com and on the promotional code type in Texas Insider 15 at checkout, you get $15 off any order over 150, and all shipping is always free on
anything over $99.
anything over $99.
And that's where we go. PartsVu.
PartsVu.com.
PartsVu.
Correct.
All right.
PartsVu.com.
Hey, give them a call and tell them we sent you guys. That'll really pay off for you in the long run. Right, Bree?
Right, those are some good tips, and that was some good spelling, Rick. I'm so proud of you.